परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य सुतर सदस्मान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नामाचार्य श्री रविदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंज राधा कुंड की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to their Srimad. All glories to their Srimad. All glories to their Srimad. Thank you very much.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Yadrichaya cha upapannam svarga dvaram apavritam sukhina kshatriya pata labhante yuddham idrisham Yadichchaya chopapannam svargadvaramapavritam sukinakshatriyak pata labhante yuddhamidrisham O Partha, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets.
So, it is the duty of the Kshatriya to see that everyone is executing his proper professional or occupational duty. We have discussed this point yesterday. Sadharmam opichavik. Sadharma. This is very important. At the present moment, there is no sadharma. Therefore, according to Vedic injunction, dharmena hina pasubhi samana. One who is not executing his own religious principle is no better than the animals. So we will see that everyone engaged in discharging his occupational duty. Sadharma means occupational duty. It is the duty of the king, government. In the beginning, it is the duty of the father, of the teacher, to train children to the principles of sadharma. A brahmana, it is the duty of the brahmana to see that his son is being properly trained up as a brahman. Sattva, sama, dhamma, titikha, arjava, brahma, karma, sabhava. Everything is there. The brahmana should be taught how to become truthful. First of all, a brahmana will never speak lie at any cost. It is stated that even if his enemy inquires something confidential from him, he will say, yes, this is my position. This is truthfulness. He'll not even, guide against his enemy. He should be truthful. Even Kshatriyas, they are also truthfulness. Truthfulness is so valuable. That makes one powerful Brahmana, Sattva. There is an instance how a Brahmana is recognized. Sattakam Java Upanishad. This Sattakam went to Gautam Muni. Sir, please make me your disciple. So according to Vedic principle, without becoming a Brahmana, he cannot be accepted as disciple. Without becoming. In our society also, we do not accept a disciple unless he is Brahmanically qualified. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. These are Brahmanical. Unless one is free from the sinful activities, how he can become a Brahman? Brahma means Suchi. And the others they are called Kripana or Muchi. Suchi means always cleans. Internally, Bhajya Abhantaram Suchi. Inside and outside. Outside by taking bath, washing with soda, soap, or if soda soap is not able, with earth or oil, that is external cleanliness. Similarly, internal cleanliness. One must rise early in the morning, evacuate, then after taking bath, must chant HareKrishna mantra, see the Mangalarutri. In this way, one has to purify himself internally and externally. God consciousness is not so cheap thing. Jisam antagatam papam jananam punna karmana. One who is completely free from all contamination of material modes. Antagatam papam, sinful activities. They can stick to the principle of devotional service. Otherwise, if he is not free from the contamination of sinful life, he may make a show of devotion, but that is not actual devotion. Bhakta bhas, that is called bhakta bhas. So, these things should be observed. Brahmana. The Brahmana's duty is to present himself an ideal human being. Sattva, sama, dhamma, titikha. Titikha means toleration. It is very cold. No, I cannot take bath. He must tolerate. He must tolerate. Titikha, arjava, simplicity. Jnanam, full knowledge. Vijnanam, practical application. Jnanam, vijnanam, astikam. Astikam means completely convinced of God and his relationship with God. That is called astikam. Or full faith in the statement of the Vedas. Whatever Vedas says, that's right. Yes. No argument. That is called astikam. No argument. So, similarly, Kshatriya. Kshatriya's duty is Chhatram dijattam cha parasparartham. The Brahmanas will examine whether the Kshatriyas are doing their duty. Just like Parashuram, when he saw this, all the Kshatriyas have become rascals, he wanted to kill them all. You know that. 21 times he killed. Some of the Kshatriyas, they fled from India and they came to reside in European countries. Therefore, origin of the European, they are Kshatriyas. Turkey, Greece, in other countries also. Kshatriya. So, it is the duty of the Brahman to see that Kshatriyas are doing nicely their duty. Similarly, Kshatriya's duty is also to see whether Brahmanas are doing their duty. So, Kshatriyas were not needed to see the Brahmanas. They were so advanced Brahmanas that they are beyond examination of the Kshatriyas. But another duty of the Kshatriya is that people are being educated spiritually. That is Kshatriya's duty. Or the king of a kingdom is looking over the citizens that they are properly being trained now. If one king is not properly, just like in some states at the present moment, and what is called? Secular. Secular means they are meant like that you do all nonsense, we don't care. You pay me tax, that's all. Income tax. And you go to hell. It doesn't matter. This is not secular state. Secular state means the state must be very vigilant whether everyone is doing his duty, everyone is employed in his duty. And if everyone is not employed, it is the duty of the government to see. He must be employed. A Brahmana is employed, a Kshatriya is employed, a Vaishya is employed. Otherwise, if they are unemployed, idle brain, then idle brain will be devil's workshop. That is happening. Because everyone is not employed, they have discovered machine, and the machine is working 100 men's work. So, actually 100 men are unemployed. So the machine has not improved the situation. It has improved the pocket of the capitalist. But it has not improved the condition of the mass of people. No. They are unemployed. Therefore, in the Western countries, because the machine and industry, therefore now they are producing from the university hippies, unemployed. Thousands and thousands of young boys and girls. Girls are not meant for working outside. Girls are meant for working inside. So, the whole thing has topsy-turvy. Why? Because there is no good king. This is the cause. So, the whole battlefield of Kurukshetra was arranged by Krishna so that these irresponsible rogues and dressed as king should be all killed. That was the plan of Krishna. Just like Duryodhana. Duryodhana, in the dress of a king, he was a rogue. He cheated the Pandavas by gambling. You bet your wife, you bet your kingdom. In this way, their devotees, simple, cheated them. So Krishna wanted to see that these cheaters and rogues must be killed. That was his plan. Therefore he said, Jadichaya chopavannam sarvadharma pabritam. Arjuna, you are hesitating to fight, but it is a great opportunity for you. Because as a Kshatriya, if you kill these cheaters and rogues, that will be a great achievement for you. And even though you cannot kill them, if you die yourself, then the heavenly door is open for you. Because a Kshatriya who dies in the battlefield for the right cause, he goes to the heaven. If he conquers over the enemy, he enjoys the kingdom, and if he dies, but the cause must be right. Sadgodaram, jadikshaya chupamannam, sadgodaram apabritam, sukhina khutriya prartha labante juddham idrisham. Juddha means the political fight nowadays, just like in our India, Pakistan and Hindustan, they are always planning fighting. That is political. That is political. When the Pakistani government cannot manage, nobody is managing nicely, like that Pakistan or Hindustan, but they divert their attention, the religious slogan, Hindus are our enemies, or the Pakistanis are our enemies, the so-called national slogan, here also everywhere, Jashatma buddhi kunapeti dhatuke, here in Europe also, the two words was arranged by the German people. They are envious of the English people. So these words are not right words, righteous words. They are play of the diplomats, politicians. They engage. When they cannot manage things very nicely, they engage people into war. That's all. Divert the attention. But war is not meant for that. War is meant for that when people are not properly being trained up by the king of the state, the other king can attack him. So ideal state means the king must be very responsible. There are many instances, just like Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was a pious king. In Bengali, there is a proverb, Rajar doshe rajya nasto ginnit doshe grihastha bhrashta. If the king is not pious, then the whole kingdom is spoiled. Similarly, if the housewife is not good, the whole family is spoiled. Everyone has got this experience. So the king must be very honest, pious, religious, therefore they are called Rajarsi. Although they are king, but they are just like saintly person, just like Maharaj Yudhishthira. They are saintly. Rajarsi. Imanga Rajarsayo vidu. Sometimes we are accused that we go to preach amongst the richer section. The richer section, of course there is no king, but actually this Bhagavad Gita was meant for the richer section who used to control the kings. Because if the king is educated nicely in spiritual affairs, if he knows what is the purpose of kingdom, what is the purpose of ruling, then all the citizens automatically become religious, purposeful. And if the king is a rascal, the leader is a rascal, naturally all others will follow and they will become rascals. Therefore in the Bhagavad Gita, in the 4th chapter, you will find that Krishna was teaching, first taught, so imang vivassati yugam pratvan aham abhayam. He taught this philosophy to the sun god. There are two Kshatriya families, Surya Vangsha and Chandra Vangsha. One family is coming from the sun god, another family is coming from the moon god. Krishna said, because sun was the principal man in the Kshatriya family of Surya Vansha. So he was taught first. Imam vivassate yogam praptamanaham abhyam vivassana viprahu manu ikhaka vimpravi. So Maharaj Ikhaku, the first king of the dynasty in which Lord Ramchandra took birth, very pious family. So Ikhaku Maharaj, the worship of Lord Ramchandra began from Maharaj Ikhaku. Maharaj Ikhaku used to worship the deity of Ramchandra, Ramsita. Therefore, in their family, Lord Ramchandra appeared. That deity is still existing in some part of South India. The deity was being worshipped in the family since Maharaj Ikhaku, and during when Lord Ramchandra was personally present, this deity was kept in his bedroom. So, one Brahmana, he used to come and see Lord Ramchandra, then he would take his fasting, breakfast. That was his principle, regulative principle. So, Lord Ramchandra was absent for a week or so from the kingdom, and the Brahmana did not take even a little water because he could not see Lord Ramchandra, such a devotee. So, Lakshman informed King Ramchandra that here is a devotee, Brahmana, you are absent from the kingdom for 1 week. So he did not take even a drop of water. So Lord Ramchandra was very much pleased. Then he ordered Lakshman that you give him that deity, which was being worshipped in our family, now it is stopped. So he delivered that deity, Ramchandra, to the Brahmana, that when Lord Ramchandra is absent from the kingdom, you can worship. This is authority. If you cannot see Krishna physically, although Krishna is present everywhere, but we have no eyes to see him. Therefore this deity worship. Deity is not heathenism or idol worship. No. Deity is as good as the original Supreme Personality of God. He is absolute. His form and he is not different. Abhinnatyat nama namina. Abhinna. Identical. We are chanting Hare Krishna, not that like gramophone. No. We are associating with Krishna. Abhinnatyat nama namina. By chanting Krishna's name, Krishna is present on your tongue. Unless we realize in that way, then it is a period of nama aparad or nama bhas. Nama, not nama bhas, nama aparad. Nama, this is nama aparad. To consider that the name is different from the person. As we have got experience in the material world, that the name is different from the substance. If you want to drink water, simply if you chant water, 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 your thirst will not be satisfied. But in the spiritual world, the absolute world, the name and the person is the same. Otherwise, why we stress so much on chanting Hare Krishna name? Not we, it is in the Shastra. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama iva kevalam. Kalu nastiva, nastiva, nastiva gatirannatha. This is Shastri, but there are many rascals. They give the example that chanting, what is the benefit? I can chant soda water like that. But they do not know, rascals, what is the Shastra's injunction. And actually it is happening. But they are blind. How these European American boys and girls, simply by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, they are becoming purified. How? Unless there is spiritual potency in chanting, how they are becoming so purified? And in so-called Hindus, they are surprised that how these European Americans, they have become so nice devotees. The chanting of Hare Krishna mantra has got the power, has got the potency. Cheta darpana marjanam, bhava mahadavagni nirpapanam, seya kairava chandrika vitaranam, vidyavadhu jivanam. Everything is there, formula. If we follow the regulative principles, the injunctions of the acharyas, of the shastra, then we get success. Otherwise, we may simply labor unnecessarily, wasting time. Jasastra vidhimusthijya bhartate kamakar. That is said in the Bhagavad Gita. One who does not follow the regulative principle mentioned in the Shastras. Shastra vidhi, vidhi means regulative principle. Jasastra vidhimusthijya bhartate kamakar. One lives whimsically whatever he likes. And that is sanctioned by some rascal Swami that, oh yes, you can do whatever you like. Jatamat tatam. You can manufacture your way of religious principle. These things are going on. But actually that will not help us. Shastra vidhi. Shastra vidhi, that must be observed. The Shastra vidhi mustajya. But tate kamakar. No siddhing savavnati. If one violates the regulated principle mentioned in the Shastra, he never gets success. No siddhing savavnati, no sukham, neither happiness. No sukham na paranga, then what to speak of going back to husband? He'll rot in this material world. So, Shastra vidhi is required. So here is one Shastra vidhi from Parasar Smriti. Parasar was the father of Vyasdev. He has got his regulative principles. They are some realized souls. On Vedic principle, they wrote so many books. In this Parasar Smriti it is said, Khutra hi prajarakshan shastra shastrapani pradandana shastrapani. And the shastrapani means always with sword in the hand for the benefit of the praja. He should be so strong. You are a thief, you have stolen, immediately cut his hand. But this one example will stop millions of thieves not to commit stealing. Simply by cutting. Even 100 years ago, this system was prevalent in Kashmir. If a thief is arrested and if he is proved that he has stolen, immediately king will cut off his two hands. Bas. Finish. No court witness, and it will go for 10 years to find out whether he has stolen. This is God. Therefore, the injunction is Kshatriya hi prajarakshan shastrapani pradandanam. Always must be very strict. Nirjitya parasmai jadi dharmena palaye. This is dharma. In the Manusmriti, it is said that if a man, a murderer, if one man has killed another man, why man, even animal, he is a murderer. Now murdering is no offense. They are killing daily so many babies within the womb, murderers. That has become a custom. that killing hundreds and thousands of animals daily in the slaughterhouse, it has become custom. So now even human being, murder, he is not condemned to death, is it not? Yes. But this means everyone is sinful. Everyone is sinful. The government is sinful, the people are sinful. Then how you can become happy? It is a fool's paradise, sinful paradise. How you can be happy? Therefore, despite all sorts of education, scientific improvement, brainwash and so many things, people are unhappy, diseased, unhappy, dissatisfaction, confusion, this is going on. Because everything is not properly done. The government is not strict. So, in the Manusmriti, as I am quoting from Parasar Smriti, there are Smriti Shastras. The Manusmriti, it is said that if a man commits murder, then he should be killed. Otherwise, he will suffer in the next life. So many suffer. So, the king's order to condemn a murderer to death is a mercy. Is a mercy for him. Because he is saved from future so many troubles. The king should be so strict. Not that by compassion, his murder, that's all right. He has killed one man. Why he should be killed? No, he must be killed. This is the law. Here it is also Parasar Smriti, it is said that Kshatriya should be always Shastrapani and must strictly, as soon as there is any discrepancy, he must take. Formally, the judgment was given by the king. Every day king would sit just like we are sitting. So, if there is formally there was no criminal practically. If there was any criminal, it was very difficult to find out a criminal. Because these four things were forbidden. What is that? No illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, no meeting. See, if one follows these four principles, naturally he is sinless automatically. And if the whole population is sinless, then where is the possibility of judging or bringing the criminal? When Kali was awarded 4 places, he was first of all ordered by Parikshit Maharaj. As soon as he saw that this black man is going to kill one cow, oh, where are you? In my kingdom, you are trying to kill a cow. He took his sword. I said, kill you immediately. So he fell down. Sir, I am also your subject and this is my business, killing. So what can I do? I must have some means of livelihood. Just like this butcher. His means of livelihood is to kill animal. So if the animal slaughterhouse is closed, then there will be so much unemployment. And the butcher must have a chance of killing. So that is not law. Oh, butcher must have also employment. No. Therefore, slaughterhouse must be maintained. Not that. The Parikshit Maharaj said that you cannot live in my kingdom. I cannot provide you with an employment. You must go out. So at that time, Parikshit Maharaj was the emperor of the whole world, whole planet. So he said, sir, where shall I go out? The whole planet is your kingdom. Where shall I go out of your kingdom? Where is that place? See, Parikshit Maharaj considered that. So all right, then you can remain in these 4 places. Srirasana Panaduta Jatra Papas Chaturvida. where illicit sex life, brothel, prostitute's house, you can remain there. Sriya Suna, slaughterhouse, or unnecessarily where animals are killed, you can remain there. Sriya Sunapana. An intoxication, where liquor house, you can remain there. And where there is gambling, you can remain there. So he could not find out a place where to remain. That means in those days, these things were so much conspicuous by others that it was difficult for the Kali to find out a place like that. But with the advancement of Kali, now Kali can find out his place anywhere, at any home, any place. These things are going on. This is the position. So, the system of human civilization as conceived by the Vedic process is completely different from the rascal civilization at the present moment. Therefore, people cannot be happy. It is not possible. If we, at the same time, it is impossible to go back to that type of civilization because people are so polluted, it is not possible. Therefore, the only means is, as enunciated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Brihad Naradiya Puran, Hare Nama, Iva Kevalam, Kalo Nasteva, Gatirannatha. You take this progress. Chant Hare Krishna mantra, at least you will be purified, you will understand situation, and if you follow the rules and regulation, it is very simple. To avoid these four principles of sinful life and chant Hare Krishna, then you are sure back to home, back to God, and be happy eternal. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. What is the duty of a Kshatriya? Yes. Vitthal Vishnu.
To make sure that everybody else is doing their religious duties properly.
Occupational duties also. Hari Bol. At the present moment, what is Swadharma? No? Okay.
At the present moment, there is no Swadharma.
Hari Bol. Therefore, according to Vedic injunctions, dharmena hina pashubhi samanaha. One who is not executing his own religious principle is no better than animals. Who all are responsible for the training of an individual? Yes.
Government, teacher and parents.
Hari Bol. What qualities of a Brahman Prabhupada described? He got into it and he started with something. Yes.
Satyam, Saucham, Kshama means truthfulness, Saucham, cleanliness, tolerance.
And which one he began with?
Satyam, truthful.
Rivo, Satyam, Satyam. Which example he was giving? Rahul.
You are giving the example of Satyakam.
So when he went to the spiritual master, then he asked for initiation. Then he said, then from where, which background? Then he spoke the truth. Basically, without getting initiated in Brahmana qualification, he cannot be initiated. That's why he was initiated later.
Rivo. Prabhupada said God consciousness is not so cheap thing. How did he describe that? Yes.
He told that one has to be sinless. Esham tagatam papam. And then he quoted that God consciousness is not cheap.
Something more?
We must be clean from internally and externally also. Externally by taking bath, all that Prabhupada said, and internally by doing devotional activities. Mangalarti, all.
Must get up in the morning, evacuate, then take bath. Must be chanting Hare Krishna and attend Mangalarti. In this way, one has to purify himself internally and externally. God consciousness is not so cheap thing. Hare Bol. What is Bhakta Bhas? Yes.
Just acting like a devotee, not following proper regulative principle, not being clean internally, externally, all those.
And making a show of devotion. So that is not actual devotion, that is Bhakta Bhas. Hare Bol. Brahmana's duty is dash dash dash. Very difficult. Fill in the blanks is very difficult. Yes. Give a try, even if it is wrong, no problem.
To see that the Kshatriyas are doing their duty properly.
That is true. But here in this is to present himself an ideal human being. Revo. So Brahman initiated means we have to be ideal in our behavior. How did he explain Astikyam? What is Astikyam and how did Prabhupada explain? Yes, Ashok Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, yeah, Prabhupada explained about the Astikyam that he has the full faith in the injunctions of the Vedas and he follows the, and he has also faith in God and the Sambandha Gyan of the God.
Whatever Vedas says, that's right. Yes, no argument. That is called Astikyam. No argument. Revo. What are the duties of Brahman and Kshatriya in relationship to each other? Yes, Balraj Prabhu.
The duty of Brahmana is to see that the Kshatriyas are doing their duties responsibly. And also the duty of Kshatriya is to see that the Brahmanas are doing. So in that days, Prabhupada explained that Brahmanas were so advanced that Kshatriyas were not, would not be like doing it because they were so advanced. But Kshatriyas also, another duty is to see that the people are spiritually trained.
Harivo. What is secular state now and what is actually a secular state? Yes.
Secular state means now. Currently, secular state means do whatever you want. That is the philosophy. But pay tax and go to hell. We have no problem. No training in spiritual life. Secular state before was the king used to see that the people are following their swadharma properly.
They are doing their duties. Everyone is employed. Haribo. What did Prabhupada say about machine age? Means machines are introduced. So what all the consequences? Yes,
In machine age, people 100 people work. One machine does. So people get unemployed, and because of which evils. Idle mind, devil's workshop. That's what happens.
Haribo. So universities are producing hippies, unemployed fellows. What Prabhupada said about girls? Girls' voice.
Prabhupada said that girls should be trained inside. They are meant to work inside.
And girls are meant for? Not meant for?
Not meant for working outside.
Not meant for working outside. Girls are meant for working inside. Hare Bol. Why was the whole battle of Kurukshetra was arranged by Krishna? Okay, here this side. Kanam.
To wipe out and kill all the irresponsible rogues who are not following dharma.
Hare Bol. What is the result? What is the benefit, or what happens if a Kshatriya wins or if he loses in war? Yes, Pranjal bro.
If Kshatriya wins, he got to rule the kingdom. And if he loses, if it's a righteous war, he goes to go to heaven.
Hare Bol. But that war has to be righteous war, that battle. What did Prabhupada say about today's political government? How are they managing? And he gave some example also.
Prabhupada said that they are not managing it properly. This is all political and it's a game of diplomats. He gave example of Pakistan and India. They always keep fighting. It's only political and diplomats. They are not managing correctly. If they are not able to manage properly, they bring up the slogans, we are enemies of Hindus, we are enemies of Pakistan.
They divert the attention of the people under this name. Hare Bol. What is a Bengali proverb that Prabhupada quoted? If you are not able to state it, at least the explanation. Yes.
Prabhupada said, if a king is polluted, whole state is polluted, and if a grahini in the house, she is polluted, whole house is polluted.
Hare Bol. For whom is actually the Bhagavad Gita message meant for? Yes, Pratik Bro.
Bhagavad Gita was meant for kings, and that's why Prabhupada said that today we go to richer sections, those who are they have power, and that's why richer sections are told Bhagavad Gita.
Hare Bol. And which verse and example he quoted for this? Originally, it was meant for richer section. Okay.
Prabhupada, this one, Imam Vivaswata Yogam, he preached to the sun god, and of course, Ikshvaku, who is
Hare Bol. That sun god is Vivaswan. Afterwards, it was coming down. When Prabhupada told that story of one devotee of Lord Ram, what was the conclusion he gave? Not the story, the conclusion. Balraj.
Prabhupada gave the conclusion that the deity worship, he told the importance of deity. This deity worship is not hedonious. It's not an idol worship. There's no difference between deity and the original Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Hare Bol. That's why, because Lord Ramchandra could not be all the time present, so he offered him his own deity form, and he can break his fast after worshipping. So in that context only Prabhupada said, what did he say about Nama Aparadha? Yes.
So similarly, Prabhupada told that the Lord and His holy name is non-different. So if somebody thinks that Lord's holy name is different from Lord, then it is Nama Pratishtesha.
Hare Bol. You give the example, if somebody thirsty, he says water, 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 his thirst won't be quenched. But if one chants Hare Krishna, then he is actually associating with the Supreme Lord. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Yogalam. What is it because of which the Europeans, Americans, boys and girls, etc., Prabhupada said, are becoming purified? Yes. Hare Gauranga.
The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very powerful and its potency. That's why they are getting purified.
Hare. What if somebody does not follow Shastra Vidhi? Yes.
He will neither be successful going back to Godhead, nor he will be happy.
He will not be Sukhi now, and nor will he be able to go back home, back to Godhead. Hare. What did Prabhupada quote from Parashar Smriti? Yes.
Prabhupada told that it is mentioned that if a murderer he kills somebody, so then he should be hanged. If that person kills some animal or some man, he should be hanged. He should be given punishment. And also he said that Kshatriya should carry the Shastra always in his hand. And he should see that if anybody is breaking the religious principle, like Prabhupada mentioned one thief, so then he should cut both of his hands. And 100 years back, Kashmir king was doing that.
Hare. So he must have the stick with him always, or punish the people basically who are miscreants. Prabhupada said, why are we not happy? How we are not able to become happy? Yes.
Because right now all the 4 regulative principles are being broken and we are living a sinful life. That's why we are not able to be happy.
And that is because we are in a fool's paradise, sinful paradise. Hare. Why a murderer should be killed by the order of the king? Otherwise what happens? Balraj.
A murderer should be killed because if he's not killed, then his next life is going to be very difficult. So king is actually having a mercy on him, killing him in his current life by giving him as a punishment of killing upon the murder.
Hare. When is it ever possible that there is no need of judging or bringing a criminal to the king or the superior? Ashok. When it would be that the king need not be brought, the criminal need not be brought only.
The Prabhupada told that if all the subjects are following the 4 regulative principles, then there will be no cases that it's required that the criminals need to be brought for the punishment, because everybody will be pious in that case.
Haribo. So it is the king's duty to make sure that everybody follows the 4 regulative principles in his kingdom, so that there is no need of any criminals only. And second last question. What is the advancement of Kali now in context of Parikshit Maharaj story? Yes, Abhijit.
Prabhupada was telling that now these 4 regulative principles are being broken in every home. So Kali, we can find Kali in every home.
In Parikshit Maharaj's kingdom, he could not find any place where any one of the 4 regulative principles were broken. Now they are broken in every house, in every society, everywhere. Hare. That's how Kali is ruling all over the places. So what was the conclusion? Prabhupada. Yes, Srila.
Chant Hare Krishna, follow regulative principle and be happy.
Haribo. He quoted Hare Nam verse and said, you take this process, chant Hare Krishna mantra, at least you will be purified. You will understand the situation. And if you follow the rules and regulation, it is very simple to avoid these 4 principles of sinful life and chant Hare Krishna, then you are sure back home, back to Godhead and be happy eternally. And conclusion was, thank you very much. हरे कृष्ण। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद।
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की श्रील प्रभुपाद की समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।